We could have been blown up. It could have been blown up while we weren't here.
Two East Side roommates shaken tonight after police break up what they call a sophisticated meth lab in their basement. The man Madison police also call a dealer is said to have been cooking significant amounts of meth right out in the open of his apartment's common area.
And Madison police warn meth is on the rise. The Night Team's Matthew Simon tells us neighbors say the suspect told everyone, including police, he was just looking for gold.
Right, Michelle. Eric, the suspect's girlfriend, still maintaining he was doing just that, using chemicals to get gold out of computers. Now, we do not know his name yet because he's only been arrested on a probation hold and has not been charged in this case. But his neighbors and police say what was happening in his basement makes them believe that was only part of the story.
Tried to stay away from the basement as much as possible because they were constantly down there, and we didn't want any confrontations or anything.
Between the curious chemicals like sulfuric acid suddenly in their shared duplex basement,
And there were beakers in this sink.
and the new downstairs neighbors' bizarre behaviors since the subleasers moved in last month.
They would play music really late, really loud. They
constantly had people over. The door was constantly opening. We can hear it in our apartment.
Roommates Alyssa Henker and Renee Hagee say they became really nervous last week when strange smells filled their bathroom.
We had looked up. We were like, oh, what if it's a meth lab? Kidding. But we looked up what the smells of a meth lab would have.
Immediately walking in, seeing, smelling, looking, and immediately recognized what it was.
A day after their call to police, Dane County's Narcotics Task Force says they found a meth lab.
What's particularly concerning about the East Gorham lab is that the city has not seen anything like that in over a decade.
While the suspect's girlfriend says the chemicals were not for meth.
It's doing gold extraction, and the chemicals, as we told, overlap, but no, it wasn't methamphetamine lab in our basement.
Madison Police Lieutenant Jason Freeman says the evidence right out in the open suggests it was.
This was a sophisticated lab, but sometimes I guess hiding in plain sight is a method.
That's really dangerous, and the fact that that was happening in our building, with,
And in a common space.
Yeah.
It's really concerning that they didn't hide it more.
Now, those two roommates say they are extremely upset since a Madison police officer called to the scene, told them the gold story checked out and not to worry. Madison police telling us earlier tonight the officer was not aware the task force was already working on this call when he filed his report. And as a result of this case, MPD is now changing their policy. Officers will now immediately inform the task force if drugs are suspected.
Good information there. Very scary situation. Matthew, thank you.